Hi everyone, I got an EVGA for the Win Plus GTX 660 Ti. I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing for it. Some things to take note of this card are NVIDIA GPU boost technology. It supports 4 concurrent displays, has NVIDIA PhysX, NVIDIA 3D Vision, TXAA, and FXAA. SLI ready, it has NVIDIA CUDA technology, a max refresh rate of 240 Hz. Max digital resolution of 2560 by 1600, and the peak memory bandwidth 144.19 gigs a second, and 150 watt power draw. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. Oh, I gotta be careful. God damn it. Alright, hold on, let me get a knife. Alright, sorry about that. I am now back and I'm gonna cut some seal. There's a styrofoam, pretty standard, and there you go. What else is in here? You got a little white folder right here. Oh, it's a poster. That's what it is. Oh, it's actually the. Let me see if I can get this on camera. Yeah, it's a nice little poster. I'll consider hanging it up. Let's see, other things you got are stickers right here. Sorry, my phone's going off. Enthusiast belt right here. Wrench with some flame. Let's see, what is this? Alright, just showing you that's compatible with PCIe and 3.0 and 2.0. Oh, there goes everything. I'm gonna throw that away. EVGA graphics card user guide that you pretty much don't really need. Nice little case badge here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the driver disc, but EVGA, stupid fucking. There we go. I actually like this. I like the badges that aren't just stickers and have like actual thickness and material on them. Let's see. Attention, please allow the graphics card to cool for a minimum of 2 minutes after operation before removing it from your system. It's here, EVGA power supply looks like. I didn't really look at that, but GeForce GTX 600. And let's go ahead and I do have an old MSI GTX 660 Ti that I'm going to take out and kind of compare in a video, just the PCB. Wow, my phone's keeps going off. I'm gonna have to open this. Right here are your 4-pin Molex PCIe connectors to 6-pin. Let's see, this one has another one. I don't need to open that. You guys can see that, right? You can see, it's too reflective. There's some Molex though. Let's see what we got here. There's your DVI to VGA adapter, which I don't know why you would need. Go ahead and pull this out. Get it out of the anti-static packaging. Alright, this is the one, this is a 3 gig model. It has it's a for the Win Plus. It's a, I believe the highest clock speed GTX 660 Ti. It's out right now. And one thing I already like that they did is the 6-pin supplemental powers right here. They're up and down instead of next to each other. If you have I have a Corsair AX850, and it's not a big deal, but when they're right next to each other, they're 6+2 and 6+2s, and the little +2 connectors get in the way. So right away I like that. It's actually not a big deal, but I just like that they're up and down right there. Heatsink features the reference design with the blower. PCB is actually very, very big. Looks, I'm gonna have to, this is gonna be close to the MSI version, but sorry about that. Burp. 2 DVI outputs right here. Gonna have to take these shields off right here. And then HDMI, as soon as I can get this off, there we go. And display port. DVIs, HDMI, DisplayPort. And I'll be right back, and I'll kind of go into more detail with you guys really quick.
Alright, I apologize for having to use my cell phone, but I have no other way of recording this other than using my cell phone because I just had to take this out of my computer. But anyway, this is the MSI GeForce GTX 660 Ti. This is the 2 gig model power edition, and this is the EVGA GeForce GTX 660 Ti. Ooh, and this is the 3 gig for the Win Plus model, and IOs are about the same. IOs are exactly the same, actually. The only difference is the heatsink and the EVGA one featuring the backplate. I gotta go ahead and flip this over and cover up the serial number. This is the backplate right here. If you're a big fan of backplates, this card would be for you because this just has open PCB. See, I actually think this might look a little bit better to me just because this is black and stealth, and in there through the window it's just gonna appear like all black and just stealth looking. And if they put some LED lights or something like to add a little bit of flair, it would look really good. But anyway, I'm getting a little distracted. The physical dimensions for the MSI, 10.43 inches by 4.45 inches by 1.5 inches. And hold on, I gotta flip this back over. I don't want to show you guys my serial. For the EVGA, I could not find a height dimension on Newegg, so I just measured it myself. I got a 1.55, and the length 9.5 by 4.38. So again, 9.5 by 4.38 by 1.55 inches. Sorry, this is a little shaky. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing how the temps run under system load, just because Twin Frozr 4 has been very, very good to me. It idles around late 20s, and under load, max I've seen it get to is 58, and that was today. And excuse me. Normally it hovers around like mid 50s when you're gaming on Battlefield 3 on Ultra. And yeah, thanks a lot. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. And this is kind of how the the 660 Ti looks from EVGA inside of a case. You can see the little lime green GeForce GTX logo right across the side. All right, we go ahead and boot this up.
All right, this is the graph I was talking about. The EVGA GTX 660 Ti came ahead of all the MSI cards. The MSI actually does have a 3 gig model, and it is a powered edition, overclocked, but the overclocked isn't as high as the EVGA. Anyway, CUDA cores, all exactly the same. Core clock, the core clock on the EVGA version was the best, the highest clocked. 3D Mark score also was the best. If you don't know what 3D Mark is, it's just a video benchmarking application. It kind of stress tests your video card and PhysX and a lot of other stuff. Effective memory clock, identical. Boost clock, 1124. That is another win for the EVGA for the Win Plus. RAM DAC, 400 megahertz. Temperatures for the temperatures for the Battlefield 3. EVGA ran the hottest, and that I'm assuming that's because it has the highest clock. The Twin Frozr 4 only let the card get to 58. I like that temperature a lot. That's a very, very safe temperature. 70 is too. So don't let 70 discourage you. But typically, I just like my system running a little bit more cool. The temperatures for 3D Mark also I recorded 77 degrees for the EVGA and 55 degrees for the MSI version. I threw that extra 660 Ti Power Edition 3 gig model for the MSI just to give it more to compare with, because EVGA it does have a 3 gig video RAM, so you might kind of wonder why compared to the 2 gig model, but the 2 gig model was my former one. Yeah, it's not really fair to just put it up against a card with less RAM. There's a little graphic representation for the data, and thanks a lot for tuning in. See you guys later.